Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ask Jeff Show. As always, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section below, and make sure that you subscribe to this live so you don't miss any future shows. So we have 3 brand new questions for you guys this week. 2 of them are a continuation from last week's, which is, so last week I talked about how we launched the Play Perfect Life game, who I launched with my mentor and friend Craig Ballantyne. And everybody was asking me about my morning routine, which I went over last week. So this week I want to talk about, my evening routine, or what makes a good, nighttime routine. So I'm going to keep it really, really basic, some things that you guys can implement that's going to give you the biggest, impact on winding down for the night and being prepared, for the next day and getting a good night's sleep. And that's mainly what it comes down to. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you plan today or plan tomorrow today. So you're going to create your to-do list. That way you already know like the most important things that need to be done the next day, and you can kind of start planning out your day ahead of time and be prepared. So I like to identify, 3 main things that I need to do to drive my business my business forward, and then identify the number 1 priority, which you want to work on first thing the next day or as soon as possible in your day, the next day. So I normally do that towards the end of my work day, like around 3 or 4 o'clock, before I pick up my daughter, like around 4:30. The next thing is what I like to do is a brain dump, because you have all these ideas going around your head. And the last thing that you want to do is go to sleep with all these big ideas and things you want to do, things you want to create. And because if you don't do this, all you're going to do is toss and turn all night, thinking about it and not get a good sleep, wake up, feeling tired. But by writing down all your ideas and all the things, people you have to follow up with, ideas for a new project or a new asset that you can create that you can sell, or a new partnership, or somebody you need to reach out to, or whatever it is, just get it all out of your head and get it onto a piece of paper. And don't worry about like outlining it or anything like that. Just put it all down on paper, so you don't have to keep thinking about it. You can close all those loops and you can deal with it the next day. The third thing, and which I'm still working on because I still like to read the news and stuff on my phone, is is actually reading a book instead. So reading an actual book, or just no electronics. At least an hour, if not 2 hours, before you go to bed. And that's one of the hardest things for me to do consistently, because I've made it a bad habit and part of my routine to actually be on my phone all the way up until I go to bed. I even bought like those special glasses that are on. Well, Jessica, my wife, bought them for me. Supposed to take away the light that keeps you awake, but I'm not sure if it works or not. I think it's better just to read a real book or regular book before you go to bed as you're winding down. So no TV, no phone, an hour or 2 before you go to bed. The last thing that really helps me, and this is probably just unique to me, is I like to use my inversion boots, or you have inversion table, kind of decompress the spine. So it really helps. I sleep like a baby when I do this. You guys asked, decompress, spine. But for you, it could be like some yoga or some stretching. When I do this, I sleep 100 times better than when I forget to or don't do it. So one of the things that help me to relax is I'm really into like this mushroom coffee from foursigmatic.com. They're not paying me for that plug, but it's a great brand. I love mushrooms. But I don't do their coffee before I go to bed, but they have a reishi elixir that's supposed to be like yoga, like liquid yoga. And I drink that, kind of help you relax as well and get ready for a good night's sleep. So main thing is just preparing today, tomorrow's, today, getting everything in your head, out of your head and onto paper, so you're not tossing and turning all night thinking about it. Do something that's relaxing, that's going to help you wind down, and try to stay away from electronics. Do something physically that's going to help you, with a good night's sleep. And for me, it's just decompressing my spine through inversion boots. And then I also do like the reishi elixir from Four Sigmatic to help me relax, and that helps me get a good night's sleep, helps me wake up feeling recharged and ready to tackle my number 1 priority. So Follow this framework and you will have a great evening routine. We actually go into more detail on how to create your evening routine in the Play Perfect Life game. If you go to playperfectlife.com, you can play the first 4 levels with myself, London, who's behind the camera right now, and Craig Valentine as well is in there. We've already got a head start on you, so you can join the game and play the first 4 levels for free and see if you guys can catch us on the leaderboard. So last week, I gave you guys a challenge. I know a couple of you guys reached out to me, so I know you've at least started it or getting on it. But I challenge you to do, your own content show, your own Ask Whatever Your Name Is show, and then just boost it for $100. Do your regular targeting that you do with your regular ads, and start building awareness and start warming up the audience. And the challenge was to do that, spend the $100, come back and let us know, how many views that you got, and how much awareness were you able to bring to yourself, to your gym, through that video. And then I told you that next week I would show you what to do with that audience. So today I just want to teach you a simple way to retarget and actually use that audience. We'll call this Retargeting 101. So you have your Ask show, which you boosted for $100, and let's say that got you 2,000 views. So now you have 2,000 people that may not have heard of you before, who now have seen that you answered 3 questions, gave them some tips, helped them out, and are starting to know, like, and trust you. So what you want to do is you want to retarget to those views. So inside the Ads Manager, you can create a custom audience. You're going to pick engagement, and then you're going to pick video views, and then you're just going to select that video. If that's the only video that you've done. If you've done other videos, you can select all the videos that you want. All the video views that you want from the videos that you've done in the past, and you're going to create that warmer audience. And all you're going to do when you're retargeting, when the people that have watched your video, when they see the retargeting ad, there needs to be something in that ad that knows that it's for them because they watched the video. So you could talk about a certain thing, or if you had an offer in this one, you could say last chance to get such and such offer, and they remember the offer from the show. They know that that's another warning that it's getting ready to go away. But in this case, you didn't offer them anything, so all you want to do is just thank them. So in your ad, you're just going to say, like, thanks for watching. My Ask Whatever Your Name Is show. As my way of saying thank you, I want to offer you 3 free sessions and a free nutrition and goal setting consultation to help you prepare for the new year and get a head start on 2018. That's all you're going to do. And make it a lead ad, so you're getting their name, phone number, email, and then you call them up, follow up on the phone call and say, hey, just wanted to thank you for redeeming, taking advantage of the 3 free sessions. Just wanted to schedule your first session and your consultation for you to come in. And that's all you're going to do. Just run a lead ad, retargeting to the video views, and you're just going to make sure that they know that it's for them by saying, thanks for watching my Ask Whatever Your Name Is show. My way of saying thank you is I want to offer you 3 free sessions to come in and try us out. And I also want to give you a free nutrition and goal setting consultation to help you get a jump start, on the new year or something along those lines. And that's it. And I want you to do that and then come back and let me know, first of all, from last week, how many total views you had, and then on the retargeting, how many people took you up on the 3 free sessions. The conversion rate, if you know what your conversion rate is on a cold audience, I'm 100% sure that this audience is going to convert better than people who have never consumed any of your content before. And the good thing is, the content marketing game is a long-term play. This one video is going to convert better than if you were doing the same offer to cold traffic. But after week 3, 4, 5, 15, 20, it's a compound effect, because now what you can do is you can set the video views for anybody that's engaged with, that watched your videos in the last 90 days. So after 3 months, if that list is growing, that means every 3 months they're at least watching one of your videos. and they're going to get warmer and warmer and warmer, and that list is going to convert better and better and better because they're getting to know, like, and trust you more through all your different videos on your fan page. So this is just after one. You should be able to see the power of retargeting and the power of warming up an audience. But just remember, it's a long-term play, and 2 or 3 months from now, that audience is going to be converting like 10 times better than it will the first time. And even the first time, it's going to convert better than if you were just making that same offer to cold traffic. So go ahead and set that up, that easy retargeting. We actually have a tutorial on how to create that custom audience in the Fitness Marketer Lab. And if you go to fitnessmarketerlab.com right now, we have a free 7-day trial. You can opt in for the free 7-day trial. There's lots of other content and trainings. You're going to drown in information in there, so just make sure you don't get distracted. Go in there and find the retargeting tutorial to help you get this set up and to take advantage of the audience that you built last week with your video. And video number 2 should have been done or being done this week. If it hasn't been done, it should be done today or tomorrow. And do the same thing, boost it for another 100. And on the retargeting, I would say at least $50, for the budget for retargeting. It's a smaller audience, so you don't need a ton of money. But I would probably go at least with $50. So altogether, if you do 4 weeks a month at 100, it's $400, and 50, it's gonna be like $600. If you're charging $200 a month for membership, you only need to get 3 new members out of this whole funnel in order to break even the first month. Then you have 11 months of their 12-month agreement to of free money, found money, just from bringing awareness to your business and building out this simple retargeting funnel. If you have any questions about this, you can leave it in the comment section below or send me a message on Facebook. And our last question is we had somebody write in and ask, like, what makes an effective gym website? And what makes an effective fitness website or gym website today is different than what it was 8, 9, 10 years ago, because search, people aren't searching as much as they used to. Social media has become the new search. They'll go on social media, be like, hey, does anybody know a good gym in town? And then somebody might recommend your place. And then what they do is they go and they find your place online to get information. So SEO is still important, and you still want to rank for local. It's still pretty easy. You still want to rank on the first page. That way you're relevant, and you want to have the information that they're looking for on there. But before that, when anybody ever lands on your website, so I'll just put on here like what makes a good website. So whenever somebody lands on your website, it should be like blatantly obvious what the first step you want them to take is. So what I would do is send your mom, your sister, your friend, somebody that's not a marketer, not a business person, not even a fitness person, just somebody that would probably be similar to somebody that's going to land on your site. And sit them down in front of their website, show them your website for 5 seconds, and then close your laptop. And then ask them, all right, what did I want you to do? What step did I want you to do? If they can't answer it, then you need to fix it. So if you have them like opting in for a newsletter and they didn't see that off to the side, it's because it wasn't enticing enough. It didn't catch their eye. All they saw was like the picture, if you had a lot of pictures over here on the left and it was like a small box over here on the right, then you need to fix it. And if your 3 free sessions is what you want them to opt in for or take advantage of, they should be able to see that within like the first 5 seconds. So the first thing is make it obvious what you want them to, what action they should take. And then the second thing is you need to have your information clear, on there. So it is a local business, right? And somebody recommends on Facebook that they should come to your gym. Well, they don't know how far away that you are from them. So you want to make sure they have your contact information easy for them to find. If they got to click around a bunch of buttons and try to find your contact information, they're going to bounce and they're going to go to the second recommendation that somebody recommended, on Facebook. So make sure your contact info is clear. So that's going to be, your address, phone number, email. They should be able to know how to get in contact with you and how to find you, really easy. The third thing is you need to have, there's social proof. Again, it's not about you, it's about what you can do for them, and you need to have social proof on there. Make sure that it's original and that it's yours and it's real results that you've gotten people, whether it's video or images, before and after pictures. I like to get videos first because you can always get a picture of them and pull quotes out of the video if you want to mix it up. So I always try to collect videos for my clients and then get the pictures later. But you want to have as much social proof on your site as possible. You can't have too much social proof. The biggest mistake I see is people trying to sell their facility. Hey, we have 4,000 square feet of workout space. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We have all these hours. All these different class times. We have certified trainers. Like, nobody really cares about all that. All that's like a value add and it's important, but they want to see that you've gotten other people results. And you want to have as many different types of people and as many different types of results on there as possible. Because when people are going through all the different testimonials, they want to find one person that they can relate to. Oh, there's a single mom of like 3 kids. She's working 2 jobs and she was still able to get these results. That's just like me. So that way they can relate to them and it's going to convert, a lot better. The fourth thing, it's your About You section. You want to have a little bit about who you are and why they should listen to you. So that way they know you're qualified. But don't ramble on, don't talk about yourself too much. Just real quick, this is who I am, this is the kind of experience I have, this is my story, this is why you should listen to me. But then again, turn it around and make it, about them. So then you say, this is why I got into fitness and this is my mission and this is why I want to help you. So have your mission statement on there and why it is that you do what you do, and make it more about the mission than about how qualified you are, because they don't really care about how qualified you are. They just want to know, okay, he's qualified, here's the proof, but then they really want to have a mission that they can get behind and feel good about. So make sure that you're about us. So a little bit about you, and then a lot about the mission. And the last thing is really, they're just looking for the info. Again, like class schedule, that kind of stuff. Not as important, but just to recap, make it painfully obvious what the first action they should take when they land on the page is, and make that offer so good that they take that action. Your contact info, they need to know how far away it is, because if it's more than 3 or 4 miles, they're probably not going to come on a regular basis. So the first thing they want to see is like how far away from their house is your gym, or from their work is your gym. Third, making sure you have lots and lots of social proof. You can't have too much social proof. Fourth thing is your About You section. A little bit about you, just enough to show that you're qualified, but a lot about your mission and why you're passionate about helping them. And then the last is just the info, what times the classes are, how long they are, that kind of stuff. And you can always put lots of pictures of your clients having fun, that kind of stuff on there too. And you have this stuff, you're going to have a great site and it's going to convert for you, and you're going to get a lot of new members from your site. But again, I would really focus on social and on content, because that's where the conversation starts. This is where it ends, and just dial this stuff in and you'll be good to go.